Good morning. Good morning. Another wonderful. Today is a windy day, but it's a wonderful day because the Lord is good and let the wind of the Holy Spirit blow. It said on the day of Pentecost there was the sound of a rushing mighty wind. He blew in, he sat on them, and they were empowered for service. That's a good thing. But that's not the message specifically today. Today I wanted to talk about confidence. The Lord being our confidence. You know, Jesus makes us bold. Sometimes we wish we were more bold to do things, and boldness and confidence go hand in hand. I was thinking how if you grew up with Walt Disney, like Walt Disney's your dad, or you're married to Walt Disney, or you just grew up in his family, he was your childhood friend, and you've known him your whole life, and then you go to Disney World. This is back early when he built it, and it was still from his influence primarily. You go to Disney World, and people would ask questions and wonder how things are, and you're like, I know the creator of this. I know the one who thought of it, who planned it, out of whose heart came the vision. I know them intimately. So I know the author, so I have confidence to speak about what's going on in Disney World. Well, it's similar to our life. When you know the author and the creator intimately, you have confidence to speak about what's going on. You have confidence to operate and expect that author and that creator and his laws in the earth to work. It says in Daniel chapter 11, and I'll read all of verse 32. This is talking about some end times events, but it says, by flatteries, this is, I think this is the beast or the false prophet or something, he will corrupt those who act wickedly toward the covenant. But the people who know their God will be strong and take action, or other translations will say, be strong and do great exploits. They're not timid, they're not passive, they're not weak. They are strong and they take action. Why? Because they know their God. It also says we have a great example of it in Acts chapter 4 and verse 13. Now this was after Peter and John were taken before the Sanhedrin, and they were questioning them. They were being grilled by what was both the religious group and the governmental group. You know, if it's like you had both the church council taking you to task about what you believe, about what you're preaching or what you're saying or how you're living. And you had the local police try and call you in for questioning because of what you're doing. And they were bold, they were speaking. And it says, and when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, they weren't just cocky, they weren't just acting confident, they weren't pretending to be bold. It wasn't like they just got up that morning and they said, well, we got to be bold. We got to go out there and we need to be bold. They had the boldness. Why? It says, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were illiterate and uneducated men, they could recognize that it wasn't because they formulated a good argument. Not that good arguments are wrong, but this is what they perceived. They marveled and they recognized that they had been with Jesus, spending time with Jesus, having an intimate relationship with Jesus produces boldness. It produces confidence. And like I said before, in one sense, it's because you know the Creator. You know where power comes from. You are close to the author. And so you take on that authority that the author has. Amen. Isn't that right? Be blessed today.